Nice day in March. Big rainstorm coming in, maybe with a little snow. So I remembered this little field I found. Nobody knows what's here but me and the property owner. So I thought I would run down here real quick and check it out. It had soybeans in it all winter long. I couldn't get in here. And I got down here and lo and behold, it's almost smooth as a baby's butt. Well, there's a colonial house site on this spot. And the best I can figure, it didn't exist after 1840. I haven't been able to date it back in time so much, but I do know that there's nothing Civil War here. So that means it wasn't here in 1860 because there's Confederate camps all the way around it. So I stop its existence at about 1840. I found a couple items to make me think that. Mostly what I found here is flat buttons and colonial type stuff. And another reason I wanted to stop here is so I could show you. This may have been the old original house for this piece of property. Thousands of acres. Well, anyway, I dug a teeny weeny coin button and a couple of nails and some big iron, and finally I got over a really good signal and I dug it up. And what it is a a great big flat button or coin button. Some of them call them dandy buttons, but I don't know if this is going to have a design on it or not. Humongous button. It's on now, I hope. Well, hot dog, I didn't move, what, 3 feet? Got me another good old honking big signal. And what did I find? I got me a thimble. The strange thing about this place is I've not found the first coin, and I know nobody's hunted it. I love these colonial sites. One of these days I'll find a coin in here. Hopefully it'll be today. If I do, it's going to be an old one. Got on another good signal, and it turns out to be a beat up flat button. There you go. I love digging flat buttons too. You never know what the back mark on these things are going to be, so I clean every one of them up real good. Sometimes you find some interesting writing on the back. And sometimes you find some interesting designs on the front. I'll sure take it. Button number 3. It's an old little buckle. I like that. See little humps on either side. That's where the little crossbar went. Maybe a knee buckle or something like that. All right. Whew. This old man's whooped, wandering around this field full of soybean stubbles. I got one more signal as I got towards the vehicle, and I just wanted to show it to everybody. Even out here, you're going to dig these rascals. Genuine, antique, pop tab. Ain't that a relic hunter's dream? Well, let's go over what I did find. I see there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flat buttons or coin buttons. Well, while we're saying that, look how thin that is. I'd call that a flat button, but when you look at these are almost the thickness of a small cent. So you can call these coin buttons. So I dug 2 coin buttons and 3 flat buttons, or 4 flat buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4 flat buttons. That part of a buckle. This is some kind of hinge off of something. Piece of carved lead. Part of a colonial shoe buckle. Got a nice little design on it. Little piece of it. Don't know what that was. It broke in my hand. Piece of pewter, I know that. You gotta watch that pewter stuff. Another piece of melted pewter or something. That button there's got a turret back on it. And this little bitty, little teeny weeny piece of silver. This made my day. Just a little teeny snippet of silver. I'm going to suspicion and guess that that come off of a silver shoe buckle. I found pieces of one here before. So that's my day's find. Hunting a colonial house site. Well, pre-1840 house site, but everything pretty much colonial. Whew, that ammonia stinks. Yeah, well, might as well get the cleaning part of this in the video too. Ain't that a little bitty button? Dropping them in a straight ammonia. That knocks the oxidation off of the brass. It makes it easier to clean. Doesn't hurt anything too much. Took everything out. Got it all washed up. A couple pieces of lead, piece of a pewter, melted pewter, some kind of brass hinge, a little knee buckle or shoe buckle of some kind, some more pewter, part of a colonial shoe buckle, one of them big ones, and a little piece of silver, some flat buttons or coin buttons. This one's tomback. They say that's made of arsenic. And I've put 2 back in. I like to watch these fatties because sometimes you get something neat on the back. And if you're real lucky, it'll say Jackson's Victory, but this isn't a Jackson's Victory button. This is a, I think it's treble gilt extra color, something like standard color, extra gilt standard color. That gold comes right out when you drop it in ammonia. And this big button, I like to watch the big buttons because I don't think it's thick enough, but that's about the size of a George Washington commemorative button. It does have some design around the edge, so I'm going to clean that a little bit more. And I doubt if GW is going to be in the middle, but I've completed cleaning that extra large coin or flat button, and it doesn't appear there's going to be anything in the center. It's just a edge decorative large button. There's how the coin button came out. Add one more little trick here. If you don't like the smell of ammonia in the house, just pour some in a plastic Ziploc bag. Drop your button in it, let it go to work. This one was had been in the ground so long and had such a heavy patina on it that I let it actually soak overnight. when you see the clear ammonia getting this green or blue tinge, that's it removing the encrusted patina. That's what you want to see, that color coming off the button. Well, I'm done cleaning it. And there we have it. Digging around an old pre-Civil War, probably colonial house site. I've been saving in one box everything that comes from that old colonial house site. When I get done with the place, I'm going to give it all to the property owner. But you can see how many flat buttons, different things. There's that solid silver piece of a shoe buckle. Odds and ends of all sorts. That probably come off of a gun. Tell by the old black glass. That helps date the place. Some crock. Various pieces of fancy shoe buckles. Another hinge. A couple thimbles. That might go to that. That's the other piece of the hinge I found today. But not one coin. It's amazing. Been a fun spot.